Flowing down the stream that our Savior made. All the disciples of His were in it. They were given this time to stay. But the great captain was not in it. He was walking on the water that He made. All the disciples became afraid, but He said, "I be not afraid. Oh, it is I, be not afraid." This is the reply that the Savior made. When the night was dark and the winds were blowing, the ship the disciples said, they saw men walking on the water, saying, "I be not afraid."
Aren't you glad to know a Savior that can calm the wind and sea? Oh, this is the Savior Jesus that said, "Come unto me." So let's go with the ship of salvation, walk with sin that saving name. Jesus, dear, come and gently say, "I be not afraid."
Oh, it is I, be not afraid, not afraid. This is the reply that the Savior made. When the night was dark and the winds were blowing, still in the ship the disciples stayed. They saw men walking on the water, saying, "I be not afraid." Oh, it is I, be not afraid, be not afraid. This is the reply that the Savior made. When the night was dark and the winds were blowing, still in the ship the disciples said, they saw men walking on the water, saying, "I be not afraid."
Aren't you glad to know a Savior that can calm the wind and sea? Oh, this is the Savior Jesus that said, "Come unto me." So then, open the ship of salvation, walk with sin that saving name. Jesus, dear, come and gently sing, as I be not afraid.
Oh, it is I, be not afraid, be not afraid. This is the reply that the Savior made. When the night was dark and the winds were blowing, still in the ship the disciples said, they saw men walking on the water, saying, "I be not afraid." Oh, it is I, be not afraid, be not afraid. This is the reply that the Savior made. When the night was dark and the winds were blowing, still in the ship the disciples said, they saw men walking on the water, saying, "I be not afraid."
Well, we got a bunch of knots. We done pulled out long. No, I'm just playing.
Remember, you got to come back after.
We'll do one more. We'll do one more. I was thinking the other day when we were getting these songs together, I was playing some tapes, and I went back and pulled out my cassette box, and I had a tape of years ago when Jimmy and Daddy and all of them gang was all singing, and we had the Hicks family here, and I was listening to that, and then we got up to sing, and I said, "Man, how in the world we have changed in life." And then Brenda called me and said, "You got to listen to this song over the phone." And it was me down in Brunswick. We recorded and we were singing "In My Rebel White," and I sounded like a little girl. Good gracious alive. And my daughter Landra, she heard, she says, "Who is that, Daddy?" I said, "That was me when I was about your age." She said, "You sound like a little girl singing." Yes, it sure does.
We tried to get him to get high Thursday night.
But it is a privilege, as I said a while ago, to be here and see each and every one of you. I work in the medical equipment field and drive along, riding by myself in the van and riding by people's homes. And I go in people's homes and see people that some people I see and I've known. But the other day I was coming from Nichols and I rode by a house and I looked over there, and every time I go to Nichols I look over there at that house and see, and it was a gentleman from over at Chatterton, Brother Cecil Harper. And I thought to myself, man, I thank God for the people that I've been able to be acquainted with and be around with, that God has allowed myself to be raised up with people. And I thought back as him, as I went by, I could remember hearing Daddy, when somebody would mention Cecil Harper, Daddy say, "That's a fine man." You better believe it, that's a fine man.
Yes.
And I thought about this. I said, "Lord, let my life be a light when people mention my name." Amen. That they can say that he is a godly man. He's a good man. There's one thing for sure. in my life that I've heard my dad say this. When he left this world, he didn't leave us with a bunch of farms and lands and timbers and stuff like that, big businesses for us to squabble over or whatever. But there's one thing I always heard him say that he said that he heard his daddy say. Grandpa would say, boys, I don't have a big farm to leave you. He said, but I believe I can leave you with a good name.
Amen.
And Dad always said that. I'd hear Dad in the pulpit talk about that. And I have lived my life with that to try to, not to please my daddy, not to please my mama, because I know I'll never be able to do the pleasing part of that. But I've tried to live my life in a way that some people, when I do have to do something or something comes up, they can say, that man right there has got a good name. You can bank on it.
Amen.
You can take it. And I strive every day to do that. But I am so thankful that God has allowed me to be able to be raised up here at Willacoochee to be around all y'all. I remember years ago when J.T. Cheney was, there wasn't nobody else I believe could get to touch the throne of grace than J.T. Cheney. I can remember one time I was sick and I told Mom and them, I said, I can't, Mama wouldn't let me go to church. I said, well, Dad, you go to church, you tell J.T. come by the house, he's got to pray for me. He's got to come by the house and pray for me. And J.T. has meant a lot to us, and I don't mean to not call nobody's names out, but J.T. has meant a lot. I always used to get tickled to watch J.T. go pull up his breeches when the Spirit of God get on him. He'd go to wading in water, pull his breeches up. J.T., when the Spirit hits me, I have to pull mine up every once in a while too. So I try not to make it. Years growing up, we always used to, not make fun, but it was funny to see. And now, doggone, I don't catch myself doing some of that stuff. So I always say, you better be careful what you do because it'll come back to get you. Hey, we'll do one more. Let's do walk in the sea. When I wake up, sleep no more. When I wake up, sleep no more.
Yeah.